Hello everyone, and welcome to this gratitude practice. Today I have a very wise yogi with me assisting. This is Oki, and he will be making sure that I am on point with all of my cues, so he'll let me know if I mess up. And today I'd like to start in a comfortable seat. So if you do have a block or a bolster, please grab it now. So you can find that seat and making sure that the hips are higher than the knees. Now, if you know that sitting is just not going to serve you to start the practice, then you can always lie down as well. So wherever you are, we'll start to close the eyes. And if you are sitting, take a big breath in into the heart. Find the length all the way up to the crown, and then soften as you exhale. So soften the shoulders, the jaw, the tongue. Just allowing yourself to land into this moment, allowing yourself to really inhabit the body. Especially if the mind is really busy, this is our time to stop and to connect in. So as you feel yourself sitting, just be really aware of the sensations. Sit bones grounding. The breath present at the belly and at the heart. And as well as noticing the physical body, can you start to notice what's happening for you in the subtler level, the energetic? Aware of the mind. And it's so often that we can get into this vicious cycle where we make ourselves feel very small if we're stressed out, if we're in a fear state, or if we're moving through pain or discomfort. It turns into this vicious cycle that we can't stop thinking about it, that we keep contemplating it. And it's really our way of trying to control it. And the only way for us to really break out of that is to drop into a state of gratitude. And so that's exactly what we are going to do today in this practice. Feeling grateful for this body, feeling grateful that we can be on our mat today, practicing yoga, this beautiful ancient practice. And even if you're sitting today and you can feel a lot of discomfort, maybe you're moving through pain, whatever situation that you're in currently, can you bring the awareness to the heart and think of something, someone that you love, that you're grateful for, and just notice what comes up for you. Notice the warmth that arises. And can you now lean into that warmth? And let the heart expand and open that little bit more as you do. And as you breathe in, really filling up with all that gratitude, all that love. And as you breathe out, can you offer it back? Offer it back to someone, offer it back, or just as a global scale to the world. So there's this beautiful exchange of receiving and giving. And if you notice that you want to lean in to more of the giving or more of the receiving, that's okay. Just notice, just observe. And can you find the balance between the two? And then from here, we'll bring the hands into prayer or hands onto the heart. One chant of Om to open. Take a big breath in. Gentle bow. And blinking open the eyes. Acknowledge the body. Acknowledge the breath, belly, heart as you start to come off of your seat. And just moving any props out of the way. Coming into a tabletop position, so hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes under. Take a breath in, let the belly drop, send the heart forwards, keep the elbows soft, gaze forwards. As you exhale, round the spine, curl in, press the tops of the feet down. So we're just moving through gentle, more of a chill flow. And again, big breath in, tuck the toes under, heart pulls through, sit bones back. Exhale, press the floor away, round the spine, curl in. Take an in-breath again, opening up. This time on the out-breath, keep the toes tucked under, walk the hands back towards the knees, pick the knees off the mat and walk the hands all the way back towards the feet. Spreading the toes, you can bend the knees as much as you need. Slide the hands to shins, take a halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. And again, halfway lift, big breath in, more length, heart forwards. Exhale, folding in, weight slightly to the toes. And press into the feet, knees soft, sweep the arms up overhead, take a big breath in. Grab a hold of the right wrist with the left hand, lean over to the left on the breath out, pressing down into the right foot. Back to center, inhale. Grab a hold of the left wrist, lean over towards the right as you exhale. Back to center, breathe in. Release the arms down as you lift the pelvic floor on the breath out. All right, roll the shoulders a couple times and we'll walk to the top of the mat. So I'm really in nature today. There is mosquitoes, there's horseflies. So if I'm kind of just shaking myself out, you'll know why. You can do the same as well. Press into the feet, arms up overhead, inhale. Hopefully you don't have mosquitoes and horseflies. Forward fold, long exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step the right foot back, drop the right knee down on the breath out. Drag the feet together, arms up overhead, inhale. Hands down to the mat, lightly step back, plank pose as you exhale. You can drop the knees if you need. Shift the weight forwards to the fingertips as you breathe in. Chaturanga all the way to the belly on the breath out. Release the tops of the feet down, roll the shoulders, lift the heart up. Inhale, cobra pose, make it light. Lower down, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Press back as you exhale. If you need a moment in child's pose, you can take that as well. Big breath in. Press the earth away, send the sit bones higher on the breath out. Come up high onto the balls of the feet, inhale. Bend the knees, look forwards between the thumbs as you exhale. Big step with the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee down. Hug the feet in, arms up overhead, big breath in. Hands down to the mat, big step forward, step the left foot to meet the right on the breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Option for hands to shins. Forward fold, exhale. Press into the feet, arms up overhead, sweeping up. Hands to prayer at the heart on the out breath. And every time we bring the hands to prayer at the heart, come back to that awareness at the heart, awareness of gratitude, of love. And then pressing into the feet, expand it out, big breath in, offer it out. Forward fold, bow, long breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Now the left foot steps back, left knee drops down. You can always bring a bit more cushion underneath the knee if you need, doubling up on the mat, but we're going quite fast. Arms up overhead, big breath in. Hands down to the mat, lightly step the right foot back on the breath out. Option to lower the knees, we shift the weight forwards, breathe in. Chaturanga, breath out. All the way to the belly. Release the tops of the feet, roll the shoulders, lift the heart, really press down into the toes. Exhale as you lower, tuck the toes under now as you press back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Fingers spread wide, really hug the thumbs in, long breath out. Come up high, balls of the feet, inhale, round the upper back. Bend the knees, look forwards as you exhale. Big step with the left foot between the hands on the breath in. Drop the right knee down on the breath out. Arms up overhead, really move the left sit bone back on the in-breath. Hands to the mat, big step forwards with the right foot to meet the left on the out-breath. Halfway lift to lengthen, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Press down to the feet, arms up overhead, big breath in, lift the heart. Hands to prayer on the exhale. Once more, arms up overhead, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Right foot steps back, right knee down to the mat on the breath out. Arms up overhead, inhale. Hands to the mat, plank pose. We step back on the exhale, make it light. You can drop the knees if you need. Shift the weight forwards, breathe in. Chaturanga to the belly on the breath out. Press the feet down, roll the shoulders, lift the heart. Cobra pose on the in-breath. Downward facing dog, press the floor away on the out-breath. Then rising up, balls of the feet, inhale, going a little faster. Bend the knees as you exhale, look forwards. Right foot between the hands, breathe in. Left knee down on the breath out. Arms up overhead, inhale. Hands down to the mat, big step forwards, left foot meets the right on the exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breath out. Ground and rise, arms up overhead, breathing in. Hands to prayer at the heart on the breath out. Arms up overhead, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Flat back to lengthen, breathe in. Now the left foot steps back. Left knee down as you exhale. Hug the feet, arms up overhead, breathe in. Hands down to the mat, plank pose, step back on the breath out. Shift the weight forwards on the inhale. Chaturanga to the belly, exhale. Feet ground, roll the shoulders, cobra pose, lift the heart, breathe in. Downward facing dog, tuck the toes under, press it back on the breath out. Come up high, balls of the feet, inhale. Bend the knees, look forwards as you exhale. Big step with the left foot between the hands as you breathe in. Right knee drops down on the breath out. Arms up overhead, inhale. Big step forwards, hands come down, right foot meets the left as you exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold in, breath out. Ground and rise, arms up overhead, take the in-breath. Hands to pray at the heart on the out-breath. And just take a moment here, maybe hands onto the heart, palms to the heart. Big breath in, filling up. Long breath out, envision the breath going all the way down to the feet. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Arms up overhead, inhale. Forward fold, knees soft on the exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Step back, plank pose on the breath out. Maybe step the left foot back and the right foot back, doesn't really matter. Take an inhale. Drop the knees down as you exhale. And we'll move to pigeon pose. So slide the right knee towards the right wrist. If there's anything going on with your knees, you might want to do this on your back. We'll slide the right foot over to the left. I'm just going to move Oki slightly. Then come up onto the fingertips, keeping the right sit bone off the mat. Press into the shin. Take a big breath in into the heart. Release the top of the back foot down as you track the elbows wide and fold in. Back up, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Back up, breathe in. Once more, fold in on the breath out. Back up on the inhale. Ground the palms down, round the upper back. Slide the right knee back as you exhale. Then on the in-breath, switch sides. So sliding the left knee to the left wrist. Foot comes across the body. And then move the pelvis a little bit further down. So keeping the left sit bone off the mat, but just lowering the pelvis down slightly. We press into the shin. Lift the heart, take an inhale. Release the top of the right foot down. Elbows wide, fold in, exhale. Back up, breathe in. So keep breathing in more length. And then fold in halfway, breath out. Back up, inhale. Once more, fold in, exhale. Back up, breathe in. Ground the palms down, round the upper back. Start to slowly slide that left knee back. Take an in-breath, tuck the toes under. Bring the bum back towards the heels on the out-breath. Forehead down. And send your gaze forwards. Walk the hands back in. And see if you can keep the toes tucked under as you bring the bum between the feet. Now this might be a lot for your feet. You can always release the tops of the feet down, or see if you can keep it. There may be a little bit of discomfort here, but see if you can still find even gratitude here, even in the most uncomfortable of situations, yeah? So pressing into the feet, arms up overhead, inhale. Right arm underneath the left as you exhale, crossing at the elbows, either working the palms together or hands onto the shoulders. I find that's always the hardest part when we're uncomfortable or when we're in a situation of pain or discomfort, then it's harder for us to drop into our hearts. So in this way, with this toe stands, we're practicing that now. So big breath in into the back of the heart. Long breath out. Breathing in. Long out breath. Take an inhale. Release the arms as you exhale. If you need to release the feet, that's okay. Arms up overhead, breathe in. Switch sides, left arm underneath the right, crossing at the elbows, working the palms together. Big in breath. Long out breath. 2 more deep breaths. Just keep coming back to all the things you love. Ooh. Last one, breath in. Release the arms, release the feet, lean the weight forwards. Tap, tap, tap the tops of the feet down. Yeah, okay, tap, tap, tap. Then bring the bum back towards the heels, hips over to one side. Send the legs forwards towards the front of the mat. And then we'll slide onto our back to finish, hugging the knees into the chest, little rocks from side to side. And if you can feel that the spine really needs a twist, then you can open the arms out wide and take that now. Otherwise, happy baby, keeping either a hold of the shins, the knees as you split them wide. Maybe staying here or grabbing a hold of the outsides of the feet. And think heart opening it again as you take a big breath in. Soften the shoulders on the breath out. And one more breath in. Smooth breath out. And gently release the feet. If you're in your twist and you need a little longer, or you need to change sides, you can do that now. If there's any other pose that you feel you would like to take before stillness, you can take that now. Otherwise, anything going on with the low back, feet wide, knees knock in, or soles of the feet together, knees wide, or you can come into Shavasana as you extend the legs long. For me today, I'm going to bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, and then let's all bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And don't worry if you're still wanting to take a little bit more time before you come into stillness. Just going at your own pace. But when you do start to arrive, take the time to let the body get heavy, to start to let go of the physical body. We feel how good it feels to be in our own skin. But then as the eyes close down and the breath deepens, we let go of the physical and we come back to the heart space, we come back to the subtle body. And aware of that beautiful exchange of receiving with every in-breath and giving, offering out with every out-breath. Now you can stay here for as long as you need, beautiful yogis. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.